Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies Top 5. Today what I have for you guys is a request from Justin Wheeler, who asked me to do the top 5 melee weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. So that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. Now I wanted to mention we're going to be excluding the 1-inch punch as well as Iron Fist from Origins, just because they're not really considered a melee weapon. We're going to take a look at just actual weapons rather than like ways to melee, I guess you could say. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, please drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on notifications, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys do end up subscribing, let me know down below in the comment section so you can appear on screen like all of these people. Thank you guys so much for the support recently. It really does mean a lot. And without further ado, let's get right into the top 5 melee weapons in Call of Duty Zombies history. Bear with me, guys, I'm a little bit sick, so there's probably going to be a lot of voice cracks in this video, so I apologize. But coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the Bowie knife slash the sickle. Now they both cost 3,000 points, and the sickle only appears on Ascension and Call of the Dead. Now the Bowie knife appears on Derice, Kino der Toten, 5, Shangri-La, Moon, Transit, Nuketown, Diarize, Buried, Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Horizon Jack, Zatsuba no Shima, Garad Krovi, and Revelations. That was a mouthful. Crazy that I got through that. Now they both only cost 3,000 points, and they're going to be a one-hit knife through round 9. So that means at the end of round 9 they are no longer a one-hit kill. Now, only costing 3,000 points, all you have to do is kill 24 zombies, because you get 130 points per kill, which equals out to about 23.0 something if you really want to know the exact amount, but basically just round it up to 24 zombies, then you'll pay it back. So only having to kill 24 is definitely a really good thing. Now also, it can make it through the 3rd special round on Derice if you're fighting against the dogs with the Bowie knife, and as long as you can time the melee correctly, you'll be fine. Now it's really iconic in zombies to use the Bowie knife, because you do make the points back, so it's always a good investment, and I would highly recommend that you guys buy it whenever you get the opportunity to. So the Bowie knife and the sickle come in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Galvanuckles. Now the Galvanuckles appear on Transit, and then you can also buy them in Farm and Town if you're playing each of those areas. It also appears on Nuketown, Diarize, and Buried. Now the really good thing about the Galvanuckles is they're going to be a one-hit punch through round 13, which is a little bit better than the Bowie knife. But the only thing about it is it does cost 6,000 points, which can be a pretty hefty amount. Now the good thing is on Transit, Diarize, and Buried, you have the bank, so obviously most people just end up taking the money out of the bank and then buying the Galvanuckles, which is always a pretty good thing. Now the cool thing about Transit and Buried is you can actually punch the keys within the bank, and you can actually share 1,000 points at a time with your teammates. So say you want to give your teammate like 6,000 points, as long as you yourself have 6,000 points to give, you can punch the keys, give them all 6,000 points, and it will appear as a cash drop in the bank, which is really nice. Now a lot of things that people like to do on Buried, for example, is they can give Leroy candy, and he can change that money drop to like a max ammo if you need a max ammo or something like that, which is pretty nice as well. Now the Galvanuckles costing 6,000 points is a pretty hefty price, so I wouldn't really recommend it. But also on Transit, if you punch at the denizens, it only costs 2 punches rather than 3 with the Bowie knife, and you can also punch them like as they're jumping onto you, and it's just like a one-hit punch. Now also, it will kill the Avogadro in 2 punches, and also if you punch a zombie that's on fire on Transit with the Galvanuckles, it will actually not explode, it will just die. So that's another good thing about the Galvanuckles. So overall, the Galvanuckles come in at the number 4 spot, and unfortunately they only appear in Black Ops 2. I'd really like to see them make a return in Black Ops 4 or the next Treyarch game, especially if we get the Transit crew. That would be really cool to see. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Golden Spork from Mob of the Dead. It's actually a one-hit melee through round 33, which is definitely really good. Now the Golden Spork is acquired by a secret Easter egg. Now basically what you have to do is throw your tomahawk or the Hell's Retriever at the poster that's on your way to the warden's office. Then there's a little hallway that's directly across from where you enter the warden's office, and you need to go in afterlife mode. Now you go through there behind the wall where you threw the tomahawk at the poster, you shock the spoon on the ground, then you revive yourself, you go over to the cafeteria. Outside the barrier, all the way in the back next to the claymores, there's going to be a spoon sitting on a table. You throw your Hell's Retriever at that, then you need to go up to the infirmary and the farthest away bathtub right before you enter the room where the dog is. You have to stir the blood, and basically you just press square or the action button and a spoon is going to go around and like spin, and then you need to get 50 kills with the acid gat or the vitrolic withering down in the showers until you hear a laugh. Then you go right back up to that same tub and press square, and a skeleton hand will come up and give you the Golden Spork. So that's how you acquire it. It's really fun to do on Mob of the Dead. I do it pretty much every time I play it if I'm not like speed running the Easter egg. So it's definitely a really cool thing and one of my favorite things to do in zombies of all time. Coming in at the number 2 spot is probably going to be a surprise for most of you, and that is the Path of Sorrow's Katana. Now everyone labels this as Takeo's Katana, and I kind of have to agree with that because it basically is Takeo's Katana. Everyone in the zombies community had wanted this weapon for so long, and we actually figured out how to get it. Now what you have to do is you need to get up to the step in the Easter egg where you teleport into Samantha's room. Now one person has to get the spark on the truck from Spawn and not get hit and make it all the way to the teleporter that is in Kino to Toin. And once you do that, you go inside Samantha's room and you press square or the action button right on that little mystery box, and what that's going to do is pack punch every single gun from that point on in the game in the mystery box, which is really cool. And it also gives you the opportunity to buy the katana or the Path of Sorrows for 500 points at the top of the Shangri-La temple area. So all the way up the steps there's like a wall, and it's going to be a wall buy for 500 points. Now the crazy thing about the Path of Sorrows is it's actually a one-hit kill all the way through round 41. So it is definitely a super strong weapon. Now I wouldn't really recommend using it though that high, because you're most likely going to just get swarmed by zombies, and it's pretty annoying to have to like do one hit at a time because it only kills one zombie at a time, which is kind of disappointing. Whereas like on Infinite Warfare, the katana on Infinite Warfare, you could kill like 5 zombies at once, which was in my opinion a little better. But the Path of Sorrows is pretty cool, especially for just Treyarch and just the Treyarch list. So that's why it came in at the number 2 spot. Still a really cool weapon, and I'm glad we finally got to see it in the last map of Revelations, even though it was teased with Takeo since like the giant trailer before the map even came out. So yeah, the number 2 spot is the Path of Sorrows. Coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be the Elemental Knife. Now you probably haven't heard of this because it's a glitch that appeared in Black Ops 2. Now it was in Black Ops 3 for a brief moment until it got patched in Zombies Chronicles. Now basically what you have to do for the Elemental Knife is you need to have a staff and you need to go down in one of the robots. So you can only do this in a co-op game, and you have to completely die in the robot. And once you do that, next time you spawn back, whatever staff you had, you will have that effect on a knife. So say you had like the fire staff, you can literally use your knife and kill like 5 zombies at once, and it basically gives you the effects of a fire staff. So it's definitely really cool and definitely really strong. Now unfortunately I don't have any gameplay of this because I'm not really into doing glitches or anything, so whoever's gameplay I use, I will link them down in the description. Go and check them out. I'll show exactly who it is on screen and all that stuff. So big props to them for having some gameplay on YouTube. But definitely it's a really cool thing that only appeared in Black Ops 2, and I remember a lot of people used to use this as to get to like high rounds and stuff. Now I never did it. I did get to round 94 completely legit using like staffs and stuff, and that was probably like the best game I've ever had on Origins ever, and that was in Black Ops 2. But a lot of people used to use the elemental knife glitch and sit at the bottom of the fire tunnel, and they would get like extremely high rounds, but it's unfortunately not legit. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy the top 5 melee weapons in Call of Duty Zombies. If you guys did learn anything new, make sure to let me know down below in the comment section, and also let me know what your favorite melee weapon is in Zombies. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just wanted to let you guys know I did not mean to drag this video out past 10 minutes, but I'm gonna throw an ad in there. Gotta make a living doing YouTube and all that stuff. And yeah guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace out.